Here we have a new 2026 Cadillac CT5. This one comes in the premium luxury trim level in Black Raven. And then we have jet black leather interior. Powertrain consists of a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. We also get all-wheel drive capability with this model in particular. Front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with our LED daytime running lights. And ever since it's got its refresh, the front end has really grown on me. I love the signature lights, and it just looks very sleek but aggressive at the same time. And down here, these are gonna be 19-inch aluminum wheels. Passive keyless entry on the front. Power door lock controls, memory seat functions, AKG premium sound system, power mirror controls, rear window lock. We do get blind spot monitors in those side mirrors, and then one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Trunk release is here. Electronic parking brake, hood release. We do get a power tilt telescoping steering wheel here. We can adjust that there. And then here's our power driver seat with 4-way power lumbar support. And then we also get massage function as well. But a huge thanks to Cadillac of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this CT5 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price of one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, having the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, not a ton of room back here, but not terrible. I can scoot the seat up a little bit if I needed to. The thing is, you're kind of low in the back of the car here. It's not as long as you would expect, and it's not as bad as the CT4, but I feel like it could be a little bit better back here. But you see how long the actual seat bottoms are, so that has a lot to do with it as well. Rear AC vents are here, USB-C charge port, 12 volt. There's a view of the front from back here. You do get the dual panel sunroof, and that's what the sunshade looks like. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders are there. And then there's our grab handle there and LED reading lights throughout. Now, if you do need to activate the child lock for whatever reason, lock, unlock that there. Now, as we come around to the back end, we do get our LED tail lamps, dual exhaust integrated there. There's a look underneath the car. And then decent sized trunk space, I think, for the segment. And then you have a little bit of storage there. Side pocket over there. But as we come around to the rear passenger side, fuel fillers here. You're gonna put premium in that. And then over here, if you wanna let the seat down, pull this latch. And then the seat will fold flat. You can run longer objects through to the front. Your top tethers for the car seats are integrated right there. And then if you need to get to the lower anchors, you have a cover on either side there. And then front passenger seat, same adjustability for the most part as the driver's side with that 4-way power lumbar and your massage function. You get a lockable glove compartment here. And then this is rather new, so we don't have the full window sticker on this yet. We just have fuel economy numbers. But as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 3-liter twin turbo V6, mostly covered up there. But I like the look of the engine bay. It just looks very aggressive. And now we'll just show off the turn signals. So there's the back end. And again, full LED lights throughout, so but I think the heat index is about 100 degrees right now, so let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here, the Super Cruise indicator there, and the Super Cruise sensor right there. There's the horn. Now over here to the screen, I'm just gonna run through everything. We get wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. We have the Google News as well as Google Maps. Vehicle status is here. So we can pull all of this up if we want to, or we can kind of go in here separately and pull stuff up that way. And then you have your fuel economy numbers as well. Your settings, vehicle settings include your teen driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, your Super Cruise lane change. You can set that to automatically start doing everything for you. But I like to leave that off because I like to change lanes myself. You get your dual zone automatic climate controls, which you can control most things from the screen, or you have your buttons down below, which include your 3-stage heated cooled seats, your self parking, or your auto park assist, excuse me, and then your hazards are here, 360 camera, lane keeping system. Your backup camera's here, the guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You get a front camera as well, and then you have your curbside views too. And then down here, wireless charging pad, your drive modes, you can toggle those there, and then you get the animations on the screen there, Tour Sport, Snow and Ice. Then you can adjust the My Mode in here, and to do that, you can kind of set things the way you want to. So let's say you want the brake feel sport, engine sound sport, but let's say you like the steering a little looser, you can do that. Traction control toggles here, auto brake hold is there, auto stop toggle is there. And then to shift the transmission, just hit the brake, push this button on the side, pull down for drive, tap for manual, push up for neutral, hit the button, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park. And then you do have your shortcuts and your knob that you can go through the screen with here. So if you want to go through that, ambient lighting and all that is adjustable in here. So in your system settings, you can actually go in there and change your language, and then your units of measurement as well. Bottle holders are here. The center console cubby space right in there. USB-C, USB-A port with a 12 volt. And then up here we do get the lights, garage door transmitter, and then your sunroof and sunshade controls are here. So you can tilt or slide the roof, but I'm just gonna show you how the roof slides back. One touch there. And then you can close it one touch as well. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. And then your vanity mirror there. OnStar buttons are up here. And then one thing I always forget to mention when I need to, we have our layout, which we can actually control from the side here. So you can change the gauge cluster view right there. And then you can even set it a certain way based on your drive modes as well. And then your trip meters on the side, you can scroll through that as well. But blinkers, left side. And then your high beams. I'm sorry if you're hearing the vents come through. It's just really hot out here. I can't just have the AC down as low as it can go. But your auto high beams, you can toggle on the side. You do get automatic wipers, so one time off, auto low high. We can adjust that auto sensitivity there in the middle and then pull up for that fluid. In the manual mode, you can use these paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And then to the left side, cruise control. If you want to go from adaptive to regular or vice versa, once the cruise is on, just hold this cancel button here and then you'll get a notification. And again, same thing when you go back. But adjust the speed with the knob here. Heated steering wheel toggles there. Gap adjust for the adaptive cruise is here. And then you do have your mute, voice recognition, and then your Super Cruise. So you get that going after you activate the adaptive, and then once applicable, and you get the indicator and all that, you can get that going. Track list, radio station presets can be adjusted here. Volume down, volume up, and then these are to pull up your audio sources or your Bluetooth when the phone's connected. And you can use the scroll bar and the check when applicable. Push button start is there. And finally, here's our key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Cadillac CT5 Premium Luxury out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 26 CT5 here, I've said this before, I love the 2-liter paired with the 10-speed in the CT5, but here with the 3-liter twin turbo V6, it feels so much stronger, but it's still as elegant as a 2-liter is. It's still not overly loud. It's still relatively fun to drive, just a bit more power. And they sound pretty similar as well. Just the 2-liter pair with this V6, get that nice open grunt to it, nothing crazy. But as we get on the interstate here, I'm gonna give it a quick pull, put it into sport mode. Here we go. Yeah, I barely gave it anything there. I kind of put my foot down after it would shift. But I mean, a quick car. It only has a few miles on it, so I definitely didn't want to floor it, but very, very impressed. Now we do have the lane centering active now. And I love that we're able to get that Super Cruise functionality where we have the lane centering, the adaptive cruise. It just makes longer road trips that much easier. And from a fuel economy standpoint, the 2-liter CT5 gets exceptional fuel economy in my opinion for a 2-liter turbo and a 10-speed. But honestly, if money's not an object, I would definitely recommend getting this twin turbo V6 just because it feels so much quicker, but the sound you get is fantastic. Of course, with it being a Cadillac, the ride quality is it's fantastic. It really is. Now I do want to give one more thanks to Cadillac of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this CT5 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I do think, let me just say this, fantastic car in terms of the ride quality, the drive feel, but especially the power there. The 3-liter twin turbo definitely, there's a big difference between this engine and the 2-liter turbo. I wouldn't shy away from the 2-liter turbo for any reason, but if I had to choose, and again, money was no object, I would definitely take the twin turbo V6. And I think a nice competitor for the other sedans in the market. And it does give me upscale Infiniti Q50 vibes, just with having that car that rides really well, but also is a monster when it comes to the acceleration. Just getting that feeling of exhilaration with the twin turbo V6. But especially in tour mode, even in sport mode, just cruising here, it gets so quiet. The ride is so smooth. You really get the best of both worlds here. If you want a sports car, you basically have one. If you want a touring vehicle, you get that as well. But heated cooled seats here, the massage function, dual zone automatic climate controls, the dual pane sunroof. There's just a lot that you get here for, I think, a reasonable price for the segment again. Now I do think the only thing that I have to complain about is the seating position. I do feel like I have to scoot this seat back a little bit more, but I am a bit far back. I think with the sunroof, the biggest thing is just having that lower roof line. But other than that, you know, once you get used to the car, you can adjust it the way you want to, and you really can make this fit 5 adults about my size. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Cadillac CT5 Premium Luxury.